going on, guys, and welcome to my Week 3 GBA match. This one is against Mega Mogwai and the Real Marill. So, I know that the majority of you guys do enjoy seeing the live commentary rather than the post commentary, although this match was played last week while I was on vacation back in California, so I didn't really have a way to live record this, which is kind of unfortunate. I know you guys want to see live. Next week will be a live match, don't worry, but yeah, so this was a pretty intense matchup. Honestly, his team was really scary. He has that Mega Altaria. He's got a couple things that kind of outclass my team, so let's see how this goes. He's going to lead off with his Altaria as I lead off with my Mega Sableye, just wanting to get the Mega up as soon as possible. Unfortunately, though, he's going to freaking Mega Evolve, and since he has that Pixelate ability, a Body Slam would be able to take me out. So I'm forced to switch there, which is terrible news from the start. I didn't get to get my Mega off, which is really unfortunate. I just could not take a Fairy attack from this big-ass fucking cloud thing. So he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve as I switch into Clefable. I figure I'm physically defensive, so I should be able to take an attack. The Body Slam does a decent amount of damage, but he gets the Paralysis. So first turn, already got a little bit of hacks. It's pretty unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. So at this point, he's going to go ahead and definitely want to save his Altaria. My Clefable was really my only answer to that fucking Altaria. I just do not have a lot that I could do to that thing. But yeah, so I get paralyzed on the first turn again, so I'm sitting here like, wow, haven't even had a chance to go for a move yet, so that's unfortunate. Now he's going to bring out his fucking Dragalge, as I'm going to switch right back into Mega Sableye, or regular Sableye. I'm going to try to get my Mega off, as he actually goes for the Toxic Spikes, which is really unfortunate, because had I been able to Mega Evolve on the first turn, would have sent back in Sableye and then been able to Magic Bounce those back. But good play on his part. He's going to get those Toxic Spikes up, so that's pretty much a bummer. Here I'm able to Mega Evolve, and I really don't have anything I want to hit this thing with, so I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, maybe expecting a switch into something, but he actually ends up just staying in. Goes for a Dragon Pulse. Since I am specially defensive, it's really not going to do a whole lot. Almost half, though. Kind of more than I was expecting. But then again, these fucking weird-ass Sea Monkey Dragon things hit pretty damn hard with that adaptability bullshit. But yeah, so now he's going to switch into Bernardo here, as I go for a knockoff on the switch, I believe. Yeah, so I go for the knockoff. It's going to get rid of his Life Orb, and this thing was kind of scary. Considering I know that they can run Wild Charge, I knew the Wild Charge was coming, expecting a switch into Slowbro. But honestly, I just did not have any other switches. Emboar is it's a real big physical threat. It's really hard to find things to switch into this motherfucker. I knew the Wild Charge was coming, like I said. I was forced to switch into Paul, though, so that's unfortunate. He gets a critical hit on the first attack there, which kind of sucks. But honestly, I don't think Paul would have been able to take two, obviously. But yeah, so that's. I mean, I did get rid of his Life Orb, so maybe I would have been able to take two there. I'm not even entirely sure, but either way, Paul's gonna go down without having done anything, and Flare Blitz is gonna take me out there. So Emboar, I knew he was going to definitely bring Emboar when I was preparing for this team, but honestly, there's just not a whole lot I wanted to take attacks from this thing, so that was a pretty shitty thing for me. But now I'm going to go ahead and bring out Big Bertha here, as I believe I'm going to go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks, because I do see the Zapdos on his team, and I want that, yeah, Stealth Rock's going to be useful. So he does switch into Tweety Bird here. It is the Zapdos, and him switching into the Zapdos does tell me he's probably going to run Hidden Power Ice in preparation for the Torterra, so sitting here, I don't really have an attack for this thing. My only two attacking moves on this Torterra is Earthquake and Seed Bomb. It's a Rock Polish variant, but kind of wish I had Stone Edge. But yeah, so I'm going to switch into Mega Sableye here. Gonna catch that Poison, which is unfortunate. He does go for the Hidden Power Ice, which is kind of nice. It's going to do a decent amount of damage to me, but unfortunately, after the Poison damage, he's actually going to be able to take me out with a Thunderbolt. So really early on in the match, I've already lost my Slowbro, I've already lost my Mega Sableye, two of my walls are out of there, and Clefable's at half health, paralyzed. So it's not looking too hot for me here. I'm going to switch into Seizure. I'm like, alright, fucking Porygon, let's get a nice little special attack raise. Plot twist, now I get the attack raise. So that kind of sucks. The special attack raise would have definitely helped. I also know that he does carry the Mamoswine on his team, so Mamoswine really does wall out Porygon 2 pretty nicely, thick fat. Doesn't take any damage from Ice Beam. Try Attack would be my only move to get decent damage with it, but it wouldn't have even done enough. Plus, this is actually it's kind of a special attacking Porygon too, so it doesn't have investment in defenses. It's mainly HP and special attack, so I didn't really want to take an attack there. Here I make a pretty questionable play. I decide to switch into Clefable. I really just did not have another switch in an Earthquake. I brought in Clefable. I should have probably sacked off something else, but I kind of figured Clefable's paralyzed ass, it's really not going to be able to do a whole lot. It was my answer to that Mega Altaria if I could start setting up Calm Minds or something like that, but that is not the case, and Clefable goes down. So at least now I'm able to bring in Darmanitan. I know that I'm fairly certain he's probably going to want to switch, so I can go for the U-turn here and try to get a nice little matchup for myself. Looking at my team, I do still have the I have the Porygon 2 around, and I'm like, you know, that thing might come in handy a little bit later. I don't know, it's kind of my only hope at this point, but I go for the U-turn as he is going to bring in the 420 Draco, trying to drop some Dracos on me, although he has Dragon Pulse. Like, the fuck, bro. But, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, switch back into Big Bertha here, as I know that Torterra does have, this Torterra has speed investment, so I'm fairly certain that I'll be able to outspeed this Dragalge, unless it's, like, some weird speedy thing, but, I believe I'm 252 speed on this on this freaking Torterra. So I go for the Earthquake. It is gonna end up taking out the dragon thingy, and that's good news. At least I got something killed so far, so that's solid. I know that he does still have that freaking Altaria, and my only answer for that at this point is Porygon 2's Ice Beam. So we'll see how this happens here. He's gonna go into the Zapdos here. He gets hurt by a little bit of Stealth Rocks. He is. I have to stay in here. Realizing the matchup, honestly, Torterra is not going to do too much for me. So I have to stay in here. I end up just going for a Seed Bomb as he just goes for the Defog, gets rid of the Stealth Rocks and the spikes on my end, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I just go for the Seed Bomb. I literally just stayed in and clicked that just because I thought he was going to Hidden Power Ice and just knock me out. But I really wish I had Stone Edge on this thing. Would have definitely helped out there. But sorry, Torterra, I blew it for you, buddy. But he goes for the Hidden Power Ice. That is going to take out Torterra there. And this allows me to switch into Porygon 2 here. Kind of just hoping for the download to give me some special attack, because it would be really fucking useful. But obviously the way download works, it's actually just going to give me an attack raise because stupid Zapdos over here. So at least I'm pretty sure download works off of like the opponent's stats or something like that. But yeah, so I mean, if I had a special attack raise, Porygon 2 would be able to put in some work here. But unfortunately, download has failed me. Although I am able to fire off an Ice Beam that is going to take out the Zapdos. So Rubber Ducky over here putting in some work. Down goes the Tweety Bird, which is pretty nice. That's a large threat out of the way. Unfortunately, though, his team is looking stacked at the time, and I just really don't have a whole lot for this fucking Altaria. He is going to bring in the Cloud thingy. He's going to go for a Dragon Dance, which is what I expected him to run, pretty much. I'm going to go for the Recover on the first turn here, and his plan is essentially just to get Dragon Dances to the point where he'll be able to outspeed Scarf Darmanitan, I believe, and I can't really kill it in return with a Flare Blitz or anything. So he goes for a second Dragon Dance here, as I'm like, you know what, I'm going to paralyze this motherfucker, see if I can't get a little bit of Parahacks going or something. I know that Ice Beam is going to do probably like maybe half, a little bit under. If I could just land like 3 Ice Beams on this bitch, might be able to get it to go down. So I get it paralyzed, which is really nice. Here I'm able to outspeed it and fire off an Ice Beam. As you'll see, it does pretty much as I expected. Not half, but he's going to actually break through the paralysis and go for a Heal Bell. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, I fucking did not even expect that. But yeah, so he gets rid of the paralysis. I'm over here getting hurt by my poison and all that fun stuff, as he's actually going to Dragon Dance for a third time. And I'm like, man, that is one fucking scary ass Q-tip, I'll tell you what. So yeah, so I'm going to actually go for another Thunder Wave. I'm like, all right, Porygon, you're the Hacks Master. Let's get some fully paralysis action going on here, as I'm over here getting hurt by my poison, knocks me down to about half. I know at any time he could kill me with an attack, but I just go for another Ice Beam here. I'm like, alright, if he gets paralyzed this turn, I might have a chance. But he does not, and he is able to break through the paralysis and go for a Heal Bell. So, zero help from the Thunder Wave there, which is pretty unfortunate. I would have been at least been able to knock out the Altaria and then still had Darmanitan in the back of the team to have a chance to knock out the rest of his guys, but it didn't seem like it was very likely. But he's gonna go ahead and kill me off with one more Body Slam. Down goes Porygon, and my last Pokemon is Darmanitan here. So all I can do is essentially just go for the Flare Blitz. He's gonna roost here. He knows that I'm paralyzed, or I'm poisoned, and I'm gonna be taking recoil from the Flare Blitz. So as long as he just stays in there and roosts, I'm gonna eventually just kill myself to the recoil, or just not have enough health to be able to, you know, Flare Blitz the rest of his team and kill it. But had this Altaria gone down, maybe if I got like 1 Parahacks or something on that last freaking turn there with Porygon, I could have had a chance if Darmanitan would have came through. He had Mew left. He had a couple other things left. I might have had a chance. I'm not sure. Probably not though. But this man's team was extremely scary. It really kind of outclassed mine. And plus my walls going down early was really just kind of what lost it for me, honestly. So I'm just sitting in here just taking damage. He's gonna go for the Body Slam here and actually take me out. So that is going to be the end of the match there. I am going to lose that one 4-0. But that was a really good match. Mogwai is a really good player. Definitely got to look out for this guy. His team is fucking scary, man. That Emboar got me. Honestly, he just prepared very well for my team. This was definitely one of the tougher matchups of the season, obviously, so far. But His team is really scary. My walls could have done better. I probably could have prepared a little bit better for this, but like I said, I was on vacation. I just did not have a lot of time. I actually just ended up using all the mons that I had from the previous weeks. I didn't even build a new team. I kind of just threw some stuff together just to see what I could do with it, but I lost that one. It's all right though, guys. You know what? It happens. I'm 2-1 right now. We're gonna go into next week with some confidence. Get the Seakings all hyped up for next week, and I believe we take on who do we play next week? We're actually playing the Long Island Reggie Rockies, and the head coach is Nips. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. We're gonna go into that. I'm gonna probably actually have some team preparation videos up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it next week, but I'm gonna start doing team prep videos so you guys can kind of see the thought process behind how I build my teams according to the matchup and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, not really too worried about the loss here. I kind of expected it honestly when looking at the matchup, but you know, shit happens. It's Pokemon. But all right, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace out.